Hello, VE. My name is Newton Gabbidon. I'm co-founder of Singmag LLC alongside my brother Mark Gabbidon, who's not here today. All right. We have been working with Virtual Employee for a year and a half. We founded our company for about 3 years, 3 years plus 3.5 years. All right. Prior to working with Virtual Employee, we had a slew of issues. Trying to find the right candidate. We have worked with 4 companies prior, and it's just been a lot of headache problems, misfortune. We lost a lot of funds, and with no fruition of our project. All right. Uh, Imagine 2.5 years, 2 years plus, working and on a project that should only be about approximately 6 months to build out. You're taking 2+ years, and you still don't see the fruit of your project, of your labor. Um, but thankfully, we made a stop at Virtual Employee, and that changed everything. All right. Virtual Employee was going to be our last stop. We said, hey, if it does not work at Virtual Employee, then, we're going to pull the plug because that would make it number 5, the 5th company that we have decided to work with to get Laleo off the ground, which is the name of our project, by the way, Laleo, which is a social media app, family friend app for families and close friends and stuff. All right. And we brought this project to Virtual Employee, who have provided us with great employees, naming Sazi and Bomika. Bomika is our iOS developer, and Sazi is an Android developer. Okay. I always say, employee would be an employer, all right, or a company would be as good as their employees. All right, they could never be better than their employees. Okay, so thankfully, for the wonderful employees that you've hired, Sazi and Bomika, VE, we're grateful for them. By the way, we love your business the business module, the setup. We like the fact that although the company ultimately belongs, the employees ultimately belongs to you. Um, when we hire them to work on our project, it would be as if though they're our employees, which is a very good module that we fell in love with, which is why we were willing to risk being with Virtual Employee, risking our last opportunity, all right, of funds and everything. All right, so being said, the app was in a bad state when we reached Virtual Employee, and we say, hey, can you get us great developers, senior developers who have at least 5 years experience, who are good at what they do, and paying attention to detail and all of that, which we have suffered for in the past, And Virtual Employee provided us with Sazi and Bomika, which we were grateful for, and they turned the project around. I mean, it didn't even take them very long to understand the code from the previous developers, and to turn the project around. All right, this was a very difficult decision to nominate between the two because we love them both, and it shows that we do because this is the longest that we have ever kept anyone. All right, and we've been through a lot of developers. Okay, a year and a half now, a year for Bomika and a year and a half for Sizzy. So it's a very difficult and a very unfair thing, I must say, with a Virtual Employee for us to do to our employees. But it's hard to choose. But we're gonna choose Sazi. I'm gonna give you the reasons why. Sazi's been with us longer, for one, and he has been, not to say that's the reason, but um, he has turned that platform around, drastic turnaround. Okay, that platform was in, I believe, worse shape than the iPhone was. Namely because on that platform we have multiple devices, multiple manufacturers for that one platform. All right, and it's very difficult to get that middle ground for across all platform, which Sazid has done a wonderful job on. There's no such thing as a perfect app, but he has come close, in terms of managing uh, his code across these platforms. We still have a lot of work to get done. That was one thing that he's overcame. The next thing is the code was in a terrible state, very terrible state, and he has managed to, in a timely fashion, go through the code, sift out what was unnecessary, and provide us with a clean code, a much cleaner code, and easy to follow, and a much more structural platform. All right. So that being said, on the iOS, it's a lot easier platform than the Android, namely because on the iOS, although you have multiple devices, it's still the same manufacturer.